Good day, crime fiction fans. It's time for another lecture from International Crime Fiction, GLIT 155. Initially, I thought about doing this outside because it's about setting, but then it began raining. And you can't go out when it's raining when you're an English major because your books will get wet. Your Kindle will short out. Then it got cold, and you can't go out and speak about setting in a setting that's cold because your fingers get stiff and numb and you can't turn the pages of your book. Life is not easy for English majors. So today we have a return to our English major GLIT 155 puppet theater and a guest lecturer. The puppet today will be a moose. Because, why? Well, because I had a moose finger puppet, and because moose play such a large role in international crime fiction. They do? Well, actually they don't. There's very seldom a moose has a major role in anything but, say, Rocky and Bullwinkle. And there are some mysteries in Rocky and Bullwinkle. What, you don't remember? Ask your grandparents. Wonderfully acerbic, satirical cartoon series of the 50s and 60s. Well, maybe your great-grandparents then. At any rate, well, caribou, elk, reindeer might play a role in Scandinavian crime fiction, but IKEA didn't have any of those. They just had moose. So Mr. Moose will tell us about setting. Setting, of course, is so very important. Is this thing on? Ignore the fingers. Ignore the man behind the screen. Setting is so very important in crime fiction, maybe more important than in other terms, excuse me, other kinds of fiction writing, because the setting informs what the mood's going to be. The setting sets up expectations. The setting, if you've heard me say it once, probably you've heard me say it a dozen times. There's no mystery here that setting sometimes becomes another character in the work of mystery fiction. You can't imagine, for instance, Raymond Chandler's Philip Marlowe anywhere but 1920s, 1930s Los Angeles. Very few moose there, but it's sunny. There are orange groves. There are water plots. There's Chinatown. Forget it, moose. It's Chinatown. There are other detective characters who are inseparable from their settings. Sam Spade, Dashiell Hammett's major character, San Francisco. You can't have Sam Spade without foggy, dank San Francisco. Sue Grafton, another California writer, Santa Barbara. Sunny, kind of mellow. Her novels are kind of pleasantly paced. You've got a lot of sun and surf, but the surfer didn't do it. Other places have other sorts of characters. Sherlock Holmes, for instance. What? Sherlock? Sherlock's over there? Sherlock's coming on stage? Oh, good. Just a moment, Sherlock will be here, and he will talk to us about setting. Sherlock knows a lot about setting. Hi, Sherlock's back. And yes, I know a lot about setting. Think of London in the 19th century. Think of dank, foggy, smoggy, real bad air, brown air, London. Don't breathe the brown air. Which is why people did a lot of other things. Created smoke from meerschaum pipes. Notice the pipe. Notice the hat. Cool hat. Cape, too. But setting plays such a very important role in Sherlock. Sherlock in Miami Beach probably would not be a real big hit. Wouldn't be realistic. And besides, his cape and his deerstalker hat would be really, really out of character. On the other hand, most locales can have their own characters, their own settings, which become an iconic sort of signature for the writings. Robert B. Parker would be lost without Boston. Sarah Paretsky, can't take her out of Chicago, really can't take her anywhere. She's got a PhD in history, just, talking about the past all the time.